Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we're looking at something that is very unusual, is very rare, and I would imagine incredibly collectible. Now we are looking at, now I'm not quite sure the year that this was released either, but we are looking at a original film cell from James Bond, The Man with the Golden Gun. And it has been turned into a drinks coaster. Now, I don't really know much about this or any history, and I can't seem to find much information on it. But obviously, it's based on the classic James Bond movie, which starred Roger Moore as James Bond, and that was his second outing as the British MI6 agent. And it was probably a loose adaptation of Ian Fleming's novel, which was published in 1965, the same name. And the film has Bond sent after the Solix agitator, which is a breakthrough technology solution to contemporary energy shortages, while in a game of cat and mouse facing the notorious assassin Francisco Scaramonga, as portrayed by the late, great Christopher Lee. And the action culminates in a duel between the two of them, which settles the fate of the Solix. I mean, terrific film. It was, yeah, absolutely brilliant. Obviously starring Roger Moore, Christopher Lee, and of course Britt Eklund was the Bond girl in the movie. It ran for a little over 2 hours. I think it was 2 hours and 5 minutes. It released in December 1974. The budget for the movie was $7 million, and it grossed at the box office 97.6 million. So a absolutely phenomenal return on a 7 million outlay. 97 million it collected. But anyway, that was for Eon Productions, and obviously the Bond movie franchise is huge. Anyway, let's not digress any further. So this is that drinks coaster, and I'm just going to zoom in, and I hope I don't get things too blurred by doing so. So it says Roger Moore, James Bond 007, and there's like an image of the film poster here. And it says The Man with the Golden Gun, and some of this writing is just extremely small. It's Ian Fleming's The Man with the Golden Gun, with Christopher Lee, Britt Eklund, and then you've got all the credits for the producers, directors, and so on. So it starred Roger Moore as James Bond, Christopher Lee as Scaramonga, Britt Eklund as Goodnight, Maud Adams as Andrea. That was her first outing as in the Bond movie. She obviously came back again and played Octopussy. Hervé Villechaize, I think it's pronounced. He was Nick Nack, who's also famous for being in the TV series Fantasy Island. Clifton Jones, who was the funny Sheriff J.W. Pepper, who also was in Live and Let Die. He came back in this one with a cameo. Richard Liu as High Fat, Soon Tek Oo as Lieutenant Hip, Mark Lawrence as Rodney, Bernard Lee as M, Lewis Maxwell as Miss Moneypenny, Marley Maitland as Laser, and Desmond Llewellyn as Q, of course. So that is the credits and everything from the movie. And then if we move over to the right hand side, you can see the film cell. Now it's an actual film cell taken from the movie The Man with the Golden Gun. There you can see Roger Moore so it's just where he's piloting his airplane to Scaramanga's island. So you can see there he's behind the controls at the aircraft, and he's landing in the ocean, and skis along the top of the ocean and just lands at the beach area. If you remember the film, it wasn't really a seaplane, but he managed to land it on the water and just coast it into the onto the beach. where he got out and was met by Nick Nack, who was bringing the champagne, and then Christopher Lee was there and he shot off the bottle top of the champagne. Okay, so that is the coaster. Now, just to give you an idea of size, we are looking, let's just zoom out a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. So we're looking at 10 centimeters across and 10 centimeters deep. So it's 10 centimeters square. Again, you got the back side of it again on the back. There's no bits on the, there's usually cushions on the back of the coasters to stop them from sliding, but it's not, doesn't appear to be on this one. Now, we're assuming this is a coaster. It was sold to us as a coaster from a collector of James Bond items who was retiring and was moving abroad to retire, and we was fortunate enough to be able to buy out all of his items. And he did tell me that this was a drinks coaster. I'm assuming it was. It looks like a drinks coaster. However, I suppose it could just have been a film cell. But yeah, when I look back trying to find some information on this, I couldn't find information anywhere. Not on any of the film cells for this or any of the coasters. So I just couldn't find any information on it whatsoever. So I don't know who produced it. There's no markings on it to say who produced it, and I don't know exactly what year it was produced. I can only tell you that it is a film cell in there from the movie, and we've got all the movie information on the right hand side and the left hand side as we've just looked at. So sadly, as I say, not a lot I can tell you about this. Now, if you ask me how well did this do back in the time, no idea, because I can't even find when it was released. So I can't give you that information. What I can tell you is it doesn't come up for sale very often. I did have a hunt through the platforms. I went back 5 years and I could not find this anywhere on any of the platforms. So I'm assuming that it is a rare item and it doesn't come up. I searched for film sales for the Man with the Golden Gun, and I searched for film sale coasters for the Man with the Golden Gun, and I couldn't find anything. So I'm assuming that whenever it was released in small quantities. Yeah, as I say, I can't find any information out. I don't know who produced it, I don't know the numbers, and I don't know when it was released. But what I can tell you is it didn't appear on any of the platforms. So maybe quite a unique item, I don't know. But this one particular item, as of today, is available to purchase on the MyStatch website, which you can get to very simply by clicking the link below. It would take you straight to the website where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage James Bond items and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that, there's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website, and there will be something for everybody. And I am absolutely positive that this is something that you're not going to want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new items which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there is something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky that you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful, wonderful old The Man with the Golden Gun drinks coaster film cell picture with me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next video. So bye for now.